few years ago, I checked out this feature called the Quick Analysis tool in Excel, and to be honest, I wasn't impressed with it. But then over the years, Excel team has improved it, and now I think it is worth checking out. Hello everyone, I am Sumit Bansal, and in today's video, I am going to show you some cool things you can do with the Quick Analysis tool and why you should be using it in your day-to-day work. Let's get started. Let me first show you the Quick Analysis tool, and then I'll explain all the things that you can do with it. So here I have this data set, and when I select this data, you will see at the bottom right, you see this icon. This is the Quick Analysis icon, and you can open it by clicking on it, or you can use the keyboard shortcut Control Q. So if I select this data and I hold the Control key and press the Q key, then also it opens this box which has all the options of Quick Analysis. Now let's go through all these options. So you'll see 5 tabs. Now I remember initially when I tried this tool, there used to be only 3 tabs and I didn't find it very useful, but now there are more options here, and this actually is more useful now. So within formatting, you have all these options where in this selected data set, you can apply data bars, color scales, icon sets, and these values, these conditional formatting values, which is greater than top 10%, or you can clear the format, which means that if I want to quickly know all the cells that have a value greater than a specific value, I can use this option. Now, all these options are also available in other places in Excel. For example, you will find all these options in conditional formatting here. And that is actually true for all the options in Quick Analysis. There is no new option. All the options are already there in Excel. What this has done is given you quick access to all these useful options in one place. So if you want to save time, instead of going to different places, you can get access to all these options here in one single box. Then they have the chart option where you can insert different kinds of charts. Now, one interesting thing is it is going to give you the most recommended chart or the most suitable chart for your data. So for example, in this case, it is giving me clustered column and stacked column, but in some other case, it may give me a line chart or a bar chart because it thinks that that is going to be more useful. And in case you want to insert more charts, then you can obviously go here. Then there is a total option, which I think is very useful. You can have sum, average, count, percentage, total, running total, and I'll show you examples of all these, but you can quickly add a sum column or a sum row, a row or column for average, count, percentage, total, or running total with this. And again, this is going to change based on the data set as well. Then they have this option of tables where you can convert this instantly into a table or a pivot table, and then you can create spark lines from this. So let me show you a couple of things that you can do with it. So the first thing I'm going to show you is insert a row and column that has the sum or the count value. So I'm going to select this data set, click on Quick Analysis tool, go to totals, and here you see I have sum option, and when I hover the cursor over it, you see that sum option appears here. I'm not clicked on it. When I click on it, it would actually appear here, but when I hover over it, it shows me what the result is going to be like. Now see what is happening when I'm hovering the cursor over here. It shows me the sum only for all the columns. So here it inserts a row for the sum, and that is actually also there in the icon. If you look at the icon, there is a blue color, but it shows you a row, which means a row would be inserted. If you want to insert a column, then they have this option here on the right, and you see this small arrow here, and if you click on it, it shows you more options where you will get the alternate option for each of these. So there is a sum option that would insert a row, and there is a sum option that is going to insert a column. Similarly, there is going to be an average option that inserts a row of averages, and then there is going to be an average option that is going to insert a column. So you can try out with all these. You can insert the sum value, you can insert the average value, the count of all the values in the column, percentage total for all of these, which would be percentage total of the sum of all of these as compared to the sum of the total value. And you can also have running total, but I'll show you a running total example separately. So this is what you can do. Again, quite useful, but one important thing you should know is when I insert any of these options, let's say I insert the sum value here, this is not just giving me a value, this is actually giving me a formula. So you can see in the formula bar, it says sum B2 by B8, which means that it has not inserted just the static value, it has inserted a formula. And if I come here and I change any of these values, then it is going to automatically update. So this even further saves my time because I'm not getting static values, I'm getting a formula. If I have to manually write and drag this for the entire row, it is going to take me some additional seconds, which I can save by using Quick Analysis tool. Similarly, if you select this and you insert any of these other options, let's say average or a sum column, it is going to insert a formula and you'll be able to see that in the formula bar. Now, running total is more useful because for running total, you have to insert a formula which is not very straightforward. But with this, you can actually quickly insert a running total. So I would select this data set, then I would go to the quick access toolbar. Within totals, I would go to running total, and here I want the running total in the column. So I would click on this option here. And when I do that, it inserts this column. But you see what happens is it inserts a formula that is applied to the entire column. And this formula is not a very regular sum formula. Here they have logged the first reference, which is B2, but not logged the second reference. So as it goes down, it would keep on giving you the running total. So this is something that again would save you a few seconds or maybe a minute, but is quite useful if you do this regularly. Another thing you can do this is quickly find out values that are greater than or less than a specific value by highlighting them. So here I have this data set where I have the names, I have the sales. Now if I select this data set, go to this icon and then go to the formatting option, you can see it gives me all these options here. Now these options are given based on the data set. So you can see that I have text data and numeric data. So it is giving me this option of all these options, but also greater than and top 10%, because it realizes that I have numeric data. But see what happens if I only select this and then I go to the formatting option, you see the options have changed. Now it says text contains duplicate values, unique values equal to, because it has realized that this column does not contain numeric data, it contains text data. So it is showing me relevant options. Again, quite useful if you're working with different kinds of data set. I personally think this is quite smart. So in this case, if I want to quickly highlight all the cells that have value, let's say more than 10 or 100,000. So I'm going to select this column, click on quick analysis tool, go to the formatting option, and here click on greater than, and in the greater than option, mention, let's say 100,000. And now when I click OK, then it is going to highlight all these cells that are more than 100,000. Now I'm sure you already realized this is nothing but conditional formatting. You get the same option here. If you go to conditional formatting, highlight cell rules and greater than. But instead of going to the home ribbon, it has made it easier because you get the option right here, closer to your data set. You can also highlight dates. So here I have these dates, and if I click on this quick analysis option, this icon, and go to formatting, you'll see that now the options have changed again. So it has realized that this is not numeric data, this is not text data, it is date data. So it gives me these options where it says you want to highlight dates in the last month, last week, greater than a specific value, less than a specific value, which again could be a date, and equal to a specific value, which also applies to numeric values. So again, this is quite useful. Then when you have text data only, it would again realize that you have text data and give you relevant options. So you see here, it gives me text contains duplicate values, unique values, and equal to. For example, let's say I want to highlight all these product IDs that has the product ID as KL. So I would select this, come here, go to text contains and just type KL and click OK. And it instantly highlights it. Again, quite fast, quite useful. Can also be done using conditional formatting, but this makes it slightly faster. You can also quickly highlight duplicate values. So here, if I select all these cells, click on the quick analysis tool here, and then click on duplicate, then it is going to give me highlight all the cells that have duplicate values. And you can also highlight unique values. So for example, again, I go here and I say unique values, then it is going to highlight unique values. Now in this case, every cell is highlighted because I've applied both the rules. So I can go back and clear formatting, then come here and then say, I only want to highlight unique values. So only unique values are highlighted. And finally, you can create a chart as I mentioned. So you can select the data set, then go to the chart option here, and then it is going to give you different chart. Now remember, initially when I showed you the chart option, it did not show me the line chart because it realized that it was a multi-column data. So maybe a scatter chart was more useful, but in this case, it has realized that this is just one column data. So maybe a line chart or a column chart is going to be more useful. So you can hover over these options. It is going to show you how the chart is going to look like. And if you like it, you can insert it. And if you don't like what it shows, then you can click on more charts option here. And finally, it has spark lines. For spark lines, you need to have multiple columns of data, and it is going to insert the line, column, or win-loss spark line if you want. So this is what you can do with quick analysis tool. I know I've covered things really fast, but if you play around with it, you will realize that it does not have anything new. Everything that is there in quick analysis tool has already been shown to you in the ribbon. You have already tried all these things. It just brings all these useful options in one place. And as soon as you click on this quick analysis icon, it shows you all the options based on your data set. If it is text data, it shows you text based options. If it is numeric data, it shows you numeric based options. If it is date data, it shows you date based options. So this is very nice about this tool. So I've been using it quite more these days, and if you like it, I think you should be using it because this is going to save you some time every day. That's it in this video. I hope you found this useful. Also, if you're liking these videos, please subscribe to this YouTube channel and click on the bell icon so that you never miss out on any new Excel tips video I come up with. Thank you and have a nice day.